Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing a bonus reading for you guys today because once again, you guys have had the highest number of views and I wanted to give you a bonus. All right, so I do want to let you guys know that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Also keep in mind that the energies can and sometimes do reverse. And if you would like to go ahead and have one final time that you can enter into the drawing for the free personal tarot reading giveaway, you can do that as well in this reading. And that will close out the drawing for everybody. All right. And I will be making that announcement in about a week or so. All right. So let's get started, Cancer. Spirit, can I have the energy of Cancer? Cancer, sign of Cancer. Wow, your energy is really coming out fast. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Wands reversed. And you have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is good energy. I feel like you're standing your ground here, Cancer. You've gone through a lot. There's a conflict that has ended or is ending for you. I'm also seeing that you're not going to be placing yourself in any kind of competition with anybody. You've made this decision and you're really coming into this balanced position in your life. A lot of you are doing spiritual work as far as internally. Some of you are doing meditation, but you're really balancing yourself out here. And this is really good energy. You might be a little defensive in a situation, but I don't feel like that's the strongest energy. That might be for a few, but for most of you, you've just had a lot of things hurled at you. And you've really decided, look, this is my position. I'm standing my ground here. And you're very solid within yourself and how you're viewing this. So let's see who's in your energy. Spirit, show me who is in Cancer's energy, please. Yeah, I like your energy here, Cancer. It looks really good. Now, their energy is not coming out as quickly. That's the other thing. Your energy just was very fluid, very easy. Just came out very quickly. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Now, that would be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. They could just have strong earth in their chart or just be encompassing this energy. Four of Wands in the reverse. And the Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, so the person that you're dealing with, I do feel like this is somebody who is really working on their money. And also, if they have children, they're very devoted to their children. This could be somebody who is in a relationship or marriage, however. With the Four of Wands in the reverse, they may be leaving that connection because they've discovered that it's an illusion. There's something illusionary about it. Now, it could be also that this is the breakup, a breakup between the two of you. So we'll clarify that to be sure. But with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, there's something that this person was very confused about. It would have to do with relationships, some kind of a relationship ending, and also loyalties. And I feel like they have recently, and this feels like very new, recent energy, they were very confused and they've recently gotten a lot of clarification on that. Let's see the energy between the two of you. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. So this could very well be them processing the breakup between the two of you. I feel like you stood your ground with regard to commitment. And there could be, it could be this person is in another commitment. Either way, this is soulmate energy, but it's in reverse, which tells me that the two of you are not seeing eye to eye. The two of you are not currently together. And you've stood your ground in this situation, so that's why you would be a little bit defensive here. Let's see what's directly affecting this. Show me what's directly affecting this connection. The Six of Wands. You both want success here. Yeah, you both want success. But I feel like you're not going to enter into conflict or competition with this person to get success. And I feel like, Cancer, you are declaring success in spite of this person. Whatever they choose or don't choose, you're basically saying, I'm successful in spite of and regardless of your choices. They may be trying to mirror this energy back to you. I'm very curious about this Four of Wands in reverse. I can't wait to clarify that. I will say that there are people that are watching this, and it's a very mixed reaction. I feel like people that are like really in the know, like close, they're looking at this and they're not quite as approving as people who don't really understand what's going on. Because people who don't really get this, they don't really understand what's going on here, they're like cheering this person on. Because there's an appearance of having defeated something or someone very toxic. But the people that are in the know are reserved, and they're like looking at it and saying, maybe it's not everything it appears to be. Let's see your outcome at the end of the week. Show me the outcome for Cancer and this person. The King of Wands, fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But this shows that there's a strong attraction here. I do feel like it's your person's energy, because I feel like your energy, Cancer, is very much focused upon your own growth at this time. And I do feel like there might be some action that's going to be taken here. So we'll have to clarify that too. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this is underlying energy, and it looks as if there is an offer that never quite manifested. It just didn't come to fruition. And that's why all of this stuff is occurring. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Seven of Wands here for Cancer? All right, we have the Sun, strong Leo energy. We also have air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have just about all the signs out here. I'm not seeing water yet, but... So that's another reason why I tell you guys don't get too tied up in the signs, because we literally have all of them in our chart somewhere. And at any given time, one may be more dominant than the other. So you've stood your ground, and I do think that you feel that you're seeing this person very clearly. You're being very logical in the decisions that you're making. I feel like you've made a decision here not to make a heart decision, but more to be logical in the decision making. And I do have to say there is a defensive energy here, but you're aware of it. And I don't think you're bothered by it. So I think that you've also decided that your happiness is what's important here, and you're going to stand your ground with regard to that. Let's see why the Five of Wands is in reverse. Okay, we have the Star and the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, you're coming from a healed perspective here, Cancer. You've done a lot of healing. You're still doing some healing, still balancing out your emotions. But I feel like for the greater part, you've done a lot of healing. You're now looking at this relationship very differently, or a lack of relationship, because I can see that the two of you are not on the same page. You're looking at it very differently. I feel like this was something that you were really hoping for this to work out. You gave it a lot of chances, and this person, there was either a lot of conflict between the two of you, and it could have been because of a lack of commitment, or this person may have put you in competition with someone else. And so I feel like at some point you started looking at this very differently. And this is why you're standing your ground. Yeah, and you're not going to be put in competition with anyone else. I can see it. And why should you? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Your energy is really balanced here, Cancer, and it's very nice to see that. Okay, so you have the Ace of Swords. You've gotten clarity. Clarity in two different places here. And Four of Coins. You are guarded. So I'm seeing also in two different places, three actually, that you're very guarded. Very, maybe a little defensive and very guarded. But that's okay. It's because you've had so many experiences with this person that have not been what they should have been. So I do feel like you have discovered a truth, at least your truth, and you're holding on to that truth. You're not going to release that. I am getting a side message to be careful, because some of you, you need to be careful with your money. You may have a decision about a big purchase or something of that nature. So be careful about that. You will receive clarity about that. Yeah, because you're weighing out pros and cons of a big purchase, or perhaps even a financial investment maybe. And I do feel like you may find those answers in meditation, or it could be a form of communication, but you're going to get clarity on that. So that's a message for someone out there, maybe more than one. I feel like it's more than one. But with regard to this relationship, I do feel like you've reached a very nice state of balance here. You're protecting yourself. You're living in your truth. You're very zen in this energy. Now let's look at their energy, because I don't feel like it's quite as zen. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Five of Coins, and we have the Lovers in reverse. And that's the shared energy. So that indicates to me that this person left you out in the cold because of another connection. Yeah, they put you in competition. You're not going to be in competition. And so this person left you out in the cold. This relationship ended. The two of you were not on the same page. And it was all because there was another commitment here. There was somebody else involved. Let's see why the Four of Wands is here. And it's not even that they didn't have feelings for you, but, you know, the thing is that you can have feelings for somebody, but what are you doing about it? Your actions count, you know? That's what matters. Okay. Now, in your outcome, the King of Wands is in the upright. Here we have the King of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So I'm seeing here that this person is not happy with the way the situation is. This person is definitely not happy with the breakup or not being together with you, Cancer. It doesn't bring them happiness at all. Again, I'm seeing, and I think I've seen this in your readings, it was either you or Scorpio. I've seen somebody who's drinking as a coping mechanism, so be careful with that. Well, it's not your problem, actually. If you're a cross-watcher, please be careful with that. And I'm seeing, too, that this person is understanding that not acting on this connection is what's bringing this unhappiness. For some of them, the connection that they chose, it wasn't everything they thought it was going to be. They went into that connection and they thought it was going to be what they wanted. It was going to be, you know, fulfilling, and it has turned out to be anything but fulfilling. I do think that they don't feel the passion that they feel for you, Cancer. Because they definitely have passion for you, and I don't feel like they do for this other person. So the energy I'm getting is that it's both. There's regrets for not being in a connection with you, for this connection ending, but this person may be considering ending this connection but has not taken action yet. I can tell you that they're unhappy in the connection that they are in, and they do look like they're in a connection for most of you. All right, so why is the Seven of Cups in reverse? I don't think they've taken action to end it yet, though. Okay, we have the Two of Swords reversed, and we have the Knight of Swords reversed. They know they want to talk to you, but they're holding back, and it's a conscious decision. They're consciously holding back from coming forward and talking to you, and there's a truth that they want to speak. They're very, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, this person is very clear. They've gotten very clear about their feelings, and they really want to come forward and talk to you. They want to rush in and just tell you the truth about how they're feeling, but they have consciously made a decision to hold back. It's a stubborn energy. That's frustrating. And I can see that they would choose you if they had this to do over again. I think they felt confused at the time, but they're consciously choosing not to communicate that. And that's the truth that you would need to hear. Although I will say that you don't seem concerned about this person whatsoever. Like they're the ones that's in this turmoil. Your energy is very zen. It's a completely different mind space that the two of you are in. All right, so why is the Lovers in reverse? All right, we have the Four of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. We have the Page of Wands reversed. Different cards repeating energy. There is both of you have kind of given each other a second look here. But I feel like the difference is you've kind of looked at this person and you've realized, okay, well, this person didn't really honor this connection. They didn't really, you know, take the gift, that this was a gift from the universe, basically. And they didn't have the wisdom to accept it, to see it, to honor it. And so you've given this person your thought, your time. You've become very logical in how you think about that, and you've had some realizations. And you're taking an L on this. You're gonna basically say, this is a loss for me, and you know, I'm gonna make a decision that's protecting my heart. On the other hand, this person realizes that they screwed up. They know it. They know that they left you out in the cold. They chose someone else and ended this connection. They feel that they made a bad choice. I can see that. And I can also see that, again, they want to talk to you, but they're holding back. It's a very stubborn energy. Like, they're just refusing to come forward. But they want to. Why is the Six of Wands here? All right, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Tower in reverse. And the High Priestess. So neither of you have completely walked away from the connection. And that's why there's a sense of looking back at this connection sometimes. And that's in your side too, Cancer. There's a part of you that does kind of look back at it and gives it a second thought. Even though you've reached this energy where you're very reserved and you're protective of yourself and you're very balanced. It doesn't prevent you from looking back at it, though, and saying, you know, okay, well, wonder what this person is doing. I wonder if they are, you know, if they've gotten their act together. So it's almost like you're leaving the window open, just a tiny crack, but you're not counting on this person. You're kind of in this mode of, if it happens, fine. If it doesn't, fine. Which is actually not a bad energy, because I'm not seeing anger and resentment, and it's just a very even-toned, I'm dealing with me, I'm taking care of me type of energy. You're not waiting for them either, though, and that's very clear. You're not going to wait around for them, but you're not obsessing over them at all, but you're not looking at them with anger or hatefulness either. It's very Zen type of energy. I can also see that some of you would be willing to build this connection back, but again, nobody's waiting. I don't see any of you guys waiting for this person. And I also do see that because you're coming from a healed perspective, Cancer, and you're looking at this connection differently, you will avoid tower moments with this person because you're just not going to allow it. You're very protective of your energy. You're not going to allow this person to put you in competition, and you're not going to allow them to wrap you up in any kind of conflicts. So you've learned how to avoid these tower moments with this person. And therein is your success. Now, for the person that you're connected with, they are still very secretive. Their intuition is telling them that the person they chose is not the right person. Some of them can't, if they're male, they're not they're unable to have an erection. Some of them are unable to have an erection. If they're female, they're not enjoying the other person sexually. So there's a lack of passion here. There's a lack of enjoyment on an emotional, physical, and definitely spiritual level. So their intuition is telling them to walk back in your direction, but they're resisting it, and they're keeping secrets. They don't want to tell you that they messed up. They don't want to admit they made a mistake is what it is. They want to be seen as being successful, always making the right decisions, but they're not happy. They're actually miserable. And they don't want that out. They don't want people knowing that. So some of them are keeping that as a secret. This is a stubborn energy, and it's this person is defeating themselves, basically. It's not smart. This is not smart. All right, so let's look at the King of Wands. Now here we have the King of Wands in the reverse. This King of Wands is looking directly at you in your very Zen energy over here. Protected, wanting the truth. Looking over there, watching you be all Zen. So let's see, why is the King of Wands here? Two of Cups reversed. Four of Swords. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Here the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright. So your person's going to be taking some action here. Your person is ending a connection, and they're not telling you about this. They are actually ending. See, it's exactly what I told you here. They're ending this connection. They're going to take action. They're going to end this connection with this person that they chose in the past. They've already made the decision, but they're refusing to come forward and speak that truth. That's the secret they're keeping. They're miserable in this connection, and they're going to end it. The other secret that they're keeping is that they do have those passions for you, and they want to rekindle that. So they are keeping a couple of secrets here. Now, on your side, though, what I'm seeing is that there's a little part of you that is holding on to this person, but you are not talking with this person. Again, a little part of you would like to, but only if it's truthful and honest communication. In other words, you don't want this person to come in and disrupt your peace. You're still healing from this breakup, and I feel like your decision is to keep this person at a distance. So I'm not seeing this person come forward to talk to you. They want to, but they're not right now. But I am seeing them ending something here. Now, yeah, bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords in reverse. So I'm not anticipating them coming forward to talk with you, but the Page of Swords studies on things, learns things, knows things. This is something, there's things here that you don't know. There's things here that's going on, Cancer, with this person that you don't know. Of course, now you do. That's why you have a tarot reader. So they're keeping some secrets, and I'm telling you, while you're sitting over here raising your vibration, focusing on yourself, you know, drawing in all good things to you, they have their own chaos that's going on that they created. And I feel like they're going to, at some point, most likely come back in your direction. They want to talk, but they won't. So I'm going to pull you an oracle card, and we'll just see if there's any last messages here. A lot of you guys have a new person that's coming into your life. If I remember from your reading, not everybody, but a lot of you do. And I know that a lot of you are preparing yourself for a new connection. Okay, well, look at that. It's number 46. Now that condenses to a 10, and 10 is a completion. Okay, so you have a completion of a cycle that's taking place here. And this card is choices. I'm going to read that. These are new, so I haven't had this card, so I'm kind of excited. I want to see what it says. All right, it says, every choice you make has a consequence. Even your thoughts are like magnets, drawing experiences to you for the good or for the bad. Do you know the story of a winged immortal in the House of Night who had to choose between dark and the light? Do you know what he chose? Right now, you are faced with a choice. All you need to do is ask, is this for my highest good? The choice you make will be an important step in your life lessons. Remember, even not deciding is a choice. What will it be? Wow. That's amazing. So you have a choice here, Cancer. And Spirit is directing you to ask yourself, when you're making this choice, is this for my highest good? Okay. I hope this has been helpful, guys. I appreciate all the love and all the support. If you want to put your name in for the free tarot reading one last time, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and also drop a comment. Until I see you guys in your regular readings, it'll be the monthlies. Namaste.